No one normally saw pizza,
bro.
All right.
Oh,
Do
snap.
we send it out?
Is it on now?
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's on. So you gotta tell them that it's on.
So there's only about 4 kids that watch. It's Nicholas,
That's
Jamie,
fine,
Mia,
bro.
and Ani.
Juice or no juice?
I'll have some juice.
It was so awkward.
I can't believe you said in that one. There was a more structured one, Josh.
Really? This one's pretty comfy. I have to wait to try it.
Nah, you can eat it now.
We try it now.
Oh, wait.
Did you text them or no?
Yeah, I did.
Alright. Good thing about this, you can
We
totally
have
edit
one
it.
person watching.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? We're just waiting for Sully.
Me. Josh looking outside.
No, right? So
Like he hasn't been looking outside for the past quarantine time.
oh, look at it outside the asbestos house.
Oh. There's you guys call it asbestos. Alright, here's the juices.
Thanks, Sully.
You're welcome.
We're just waiting for more people.
There's already 3. Here we go.
All right. So what?
Josh is the giggles.
Oh.
What's up, everybody? So nervous about this.
Thanks, Juju.
No problem. Here, you can put yours is behind you.
Thanks, Mom.
If you're here, just say hey. Who's saying hi already? Adi said hi. Who said hi in the bottom? Oh, Nia, what's up? What's up, Nia? What's up?
All right, guys. As we just wait, we're just gonna play some music, and we have 2 people so far. I don't know where.
Nicholas, probably. Is Jamie working, Nia? Do you know? Wow.
It's fire.
What did you do?
It's good.
Wow. Those onions are fire.
That's really spicy, dude.
Yeah, I like it. It tastes really spicy.
Really?
Who else said hey?
Oh, Theo Karina, what's
Oh, hey,
up?
Tia. What it do, girl?
Ramen by Juju. Y'all gotta try it.
All right, guys. We can start right now if Sully wants to start.
Yeah, what did Thea say real quick? What does it say, dude? Josh, can you read that?
Mhm.
I remember you squinting.
Oh,
Well, you don't have to get up, but just see if you can squint. The battery.
Not you, but want to listen in heart.
Mom.
You're still youth at heart.
Hey, man. Let me get the charger real quick.
Taste of the egg, bud.
I don't know. I could try that.
This is fire.
You can start because I gotta get the and what it is, what we're doing.
All right, guys. So today, what you guys wanted was a mukbang. I think that's how you say
Yeah.
it.
What's up?
You guys wanted a mukbang, so we made ramen because we saw Matt Stoney. So we saw this guy named Matt Stoney. He ate like 12 packets of ramen in like less than 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make a homemade instant ramen. But today we will be talking about Jesus, pet peeves, and food.
Food. Yeah, so right now we're going to talk about our mukbang. That's what people do when they eat. So we're eating Maruchan, but the customized version, and Josh is joining us today.
It's my first time tasting it. I like the balance of zestiness
Oh wow, that's
And-
amazing.
the chili powder
Mm-hmm.
or the chili flakes kind of gives the accent when you taste that egg kind of neutralizes it. So it's very good. Bravo to Juju. He made Puerto Rican rice the other day. So now you can make ramen and Puerto Rican rice and he killed it. So good job to him.
You should tell them how we do our ramen.
Oh, yeah.
So our ramen's super cool, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So first of all, what we do is we don't put, well, you know how to make ramen. We boil the water, then we put the noodles in, and then we let it simmer and boil all the way through so the noodles are done. And then we put it in separate bowls, and then we put the package in. And we also cut up green pepper and put it inside the boiling water. We put pepper, we put, what are they called? Crushed red
Chili
pepper?
flakes.
Chili flakes. And then we boil an egg and put it in there. So it's pretty fire.
Oh, I thought this was green onions.
Really?
Yeah, but it is
It is a green
peppers.
pepper.
It's amazing.
Green onions would be great.
How do you like this instant ramen?
It tastes like when you go to Chinatown and it's not regular ramen. It really does taste good.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend named Forrest. When he made ramen, he's been on food stamps, so that's all he's ate. Well, that's a lot of the stuff he ate was ramen. You know, he used to buy big containers of them. When we used to go to his house, he used to make them. But he would cook the noodles for literally maybe 5 minutes, and then we eat it like that. So it's still kind of hard but soft. I never tasted it so good by anyone besides Juju's, but he cooked it in a point where it wasn't soft, but it wasn't too hard. It was so good. But I was reminded of Forrest because he also threw in some other stuff in it.
Tell us about your guys' ramen experience. So, like, do you guys like ramen? I know a lot of people don't like it, but a lot of people love it.
Who doesn't like it
I
though?
don't know.
Gonna find our video here.
For the 4 viewers, we're just talking a little bit about ramen right now, guys, and after that, we're going into favorite fast food,
Mm-hmm.
pet peeves, and then ending it with some God stuff. Yeah, we're just waiting for Solo to open up the YouTube. So
Yeah, I'm trying to find it real quick.
what if you just look at the link that you sent to the group chat?
Oh, because I don't know if the link will do the same.
It's just like the way through Morrison make his Kool-Aid fire. You like this, Josh? That's good part, promise.
I found it. Yeah, so yeah.
Right now, we're just slowly sending a text out.
Yeah, I just sent out the thing. But yeah.
So you can read the group chat.
Oh. Sorry. Okay. Addie says she's eating Takis. That's pretty good.
Oh, dude, we just got Takis the other day, and we've been just been eating them so much lately.
Mm-hmm.
My other favorite Taki flavor is the guacamole one. Have you guys ever tried that one? The guac is smacking. The guacamole one hits you where it counts.
Fire.
Nia says she puts adobo on her ramen.
No, you put adobo, dude. That's so different.
Dang, gosh, you killed me.
Oh. Kayla could listen to the podcast too if she wanted.
She wanted, she could
You
judge
just
us.
said it. How do you do it?
But yeah. So, favorite fast foods.
So
First one
he
done.
loved it. The dude loved it. You know, normally we don't finish our juice. We let it sit there. Well, I let it sit there. I don't like the juice afterwards.
I love the juice.
But he killed it.
Mhm.
This ramen is so good right now. You know, we waited until 7. We're gonna do it at 6. That's why I wanted to do it at 6 so we could eat. But we waited, and I was starving.
My stomach's burning. A lot of those chili flakes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, favorite fast food. Josh.
So when you think about fast food, you want to think about location, grease quantity, and price. All right. So if you're by Burger King, McDonald's, White Castles, whatever is closest to you, I feel like that definitely has to play a big role in it because
That's pretty scientific.
you're gonna obviously go there more since it's closer to you, unless you want to keep spending gas. But for us, one of the closer one is definitely Burger King. But besides the location, the grease content, and the price is amazing. But Burger King's pretty greasy, but it's still good. But I think my favorite one would be, we can't do the high end stuff.
You can
right?
do high end. So this is high end. If you can still
Taco Bell.
I hate Taco Bell. No, I'm joking. I love Taco Bell. I just have not gone there forever. On Tuesdays, if you guys did not know, on quarantine Tuesday, they give out free tacos.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why have we
locals
never
tacos.
done that?
Yeah. Since quarantine started.
One big thing that I hate about fast food and people
And
is when they say, I don't like White Castles. White Castle's gross. And I know for dang sure everyone eats White Castle at least once every 4 or 5 months.
What?
Then you have at least people that say, oh, White Castle's gross, I can't eat it. Man, White Castle is fire. I love White Castles. It does give me the runs. It makes me feel like garbage, but, I mean, it's so good still. But my favorite fast food probably would definitely be,
Let me go.
I mean, I feel like I like a lot of places. The fries is definitely McDonald's. Price is definitely Burger King. And then, like, for a good burger, I really don't eat burgers from fast food places. I like to get them chicken sandwiches, so I'll say McDonald's for the chicken sandwich. But for cheeseburgers, I really don't care to go anywhere. Maybe, what's that?
Five Guys?
That's a fast food?
Would that be considered fast food?
What, Five Guys?
I think so.
Yeah.
Five Guys is fire. I'll say Five Guys, sure.
I love Five Guys. They have the best
Yeah.
burgers.
They do.
Nia says she hates Taco Bell. And Adi said Culver's is the best. Oh, Adi said she hates Taco Bell. But Nia's asking Panda Express or Chick-fil-A, Josh.
Ooh, Panda Express or Chick-fil-A?
Panda Express.
What?
Your boy worked there. I got to give him the props. Remember, I want you to remember these 3 things, guys. Distance, the content of grease, and price. All about price, distance, and grease content. Got to remember those, guys. So I'm going to go with Panda Express over Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
You know, I used to
Just
work.
because it has more varieties. You have a lot more to pick from.
We used to work at Panda Express. For those who do not know that, we worked at Panda Express, and you know, everything there is fresh. I'm not gonna lie, their meat is frozen. It comes in frozen. They have different shipment days. Our shipment days used to be Saturday and Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I don't like Chinese food as much as I used to. The fried food. Last time I tried it, I wanted to throw up. But we ate a family feast like 2 weeks ago.
Fire.
If you guys do not know, a family feast, you get 5 large entrees. 5 large boxes, so 3 large entrees, 2 large sides, and they have a quarantine deal right now for it's half the price. So it's normally $40. You get it for $20.
Yeah.
We got 2
Not a
family
sponsor.
feasts. We're not a sponsor, so we're not telling you to go eat it because they don't pay us for this. So
No.
do not go eat there because they're saying that.
Unless we're doing a fundraiser, then yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but we had Panda Express. This was fire. Panda Express is one of the few restaurants, actually one of the many restaurants where I can't reheat the food and eat it. I did it just because I was starving, but definitely tastes weird. You get that fridge taste as well as a stale taste and sort of the microwave taste where it just boils everything that you put in that microwave.
It's
I
disgusting.
hate that taste. But yeah, we had it. It was fire.
It was really good. We had chow mein, fried rice, teriyaki chicken, black pepper chicken, and Beijing beef. Him and his family had chow mein, fried rice, teriyaki, kung pao, and orange chicken.
It's true.
But, you know, I don't know. Over Chick-fil-A and Panda Express, it's hands down Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Mhm.
I love Chick-fil-A. Oh, my goodness. My favorite thing to get from there is the spicy deluxe. That boy is fire. It hits every time. With no pickles though, and then a large lemonade with it. It's so amazing. We're gonna go to Chick-fil-A today.
Could have done. But yeah.
Yeah, we did not.
Nia said her fast food was Panda Express and Chick-fil-A. That's why she asked. But also, Theocrina said, when you're in the mood, it's amazing, but does damage to your stomach. She's talking about Five Guys, I think.
Oh no, White Castle, I think.
Well, she said Five Guys.
Oh, she's talking about Five Guys?
Yeah. White Castles are Five Guys. But yeah. And then Adi's also said Culver's is the best. What's your
Culver's
opinion?
is really
It
good.
is. You know, Culver's is like a high-end
Steak and shake.
Yeah, so
They're just really expensive. They're
very expensive. I haven't gone there forever.
So I know that they have those buttery buns. Those are fire. They're so big and juicy. And those burgers are definitely super greasy, but they're really good. Adi, I'm very proud of you that you have good taste
Damn,
buds.
just the bowl.
Look at the ramen. That's how it looks like nothing special, but it was really good.
You didn't drink the juice?
No, I never.
It was good though. Yeah. So again, guys, when you go to when you go to your fast food restaurant, guys, I want you to consider how much gas you're spending, how much grease is in it, and is it worth the menu price? All right.
Yeah, it's worth your buck.
Chick-fil-A is always worth it.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A is decent as heck in Maryville. Anywhere else, it might be trash, but
One place, Orlando, next to the airport.
Yeah.
Trash.
or in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, in the mall.
Funny story. So we're gonna tell you guys a quick story. So we went to on our family vacation. We went in December, I think it was December 13th, around there.
Really, December?
Yeah. My Pastor Joe, aka Papa Dad.
Papa Dad.
Papa Joe, Pastor Joe. We went to Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, home of the Buckeyes. It's a college, Ohio State University, if you guys know that.
Yeah.
And we went to a mall out there. It was so super cool mall, and we're gonna eat there. And the options were the family came down to two options. It was a Japanese place. It's kind of like a panda style restaurant.
Fire.
And it was Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So Sully was feeling Japanese, so we got Japanese, and Josh got Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And then Josh could tell you about the experience.
Yeah, so we got Chick-fil-A, and all I can say is I felt like everything was smaller. Everything was less fresh. We got to the table, we killed everything before everyone even got to our table with their own food. So Kayla and I were such in a bad mood, and it was just trash because we spent like $17, $15, whatever it was, on 2 meals. And I didn't even get the lemonade because I didn't want to save a buck. It only saved me some cents. But yeah, I feel like Chick-fil-A is only good in Maryville. Maybe if you try a Chick-fil-A outside of Maryville, that's good. Let us know so we know where else to go to Chick-fil-A. But based on our experience, there's only one good Chick-fil-A. And don't go to Ohio because this is rough. Long story short, we ended up buying more food from the Chinese place they started. Everyone was first going there. We should have just got it there, but we're just so excited to try Chick-fil-A out there. But it was trash, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know why though? Chick-fil-A is not good everywhere else. It's
Yeah, I
like
agree.
we should take advantage of how good it is at Maryville.
Yeah.
They have the best Chick-fil-A. On me and Sully's anniversary, we went to the one out there. It was not as good. The lighting sucked. They didn't turn on all their lights at the Chick-fil-A restaurant. It wasn't even the lighting's bad. You guys know how Starbucks has like very dark lighting, and that's just because of the
It's
style
like a vibe, but
and like the vibe of it. No, the one at Chick-fil-A had a bad lighting because of not all the lights are turned on. It wasn't even the vibe. So the coworkers didn't turn up all the lights. So
it was just sad.
it was a very sad day at Chick-fil-A.
Adi also says, actually, my favorite fast food restaurant is Grandma Olga's. So
That's
Yeah.
adorable. Yeah, Grandma Olga's. I remember one time, Audie, we were maybe like 10 years ago, me, Letho, and Christian, we were running around Whiting. It was so cold outside, and I remember I was running to Grandma's house, and it was so warm in there. And when you go to Grandma's house, you go in the kitchen, all the lights are on, it's super bright. I walked in there, and it was like the biggest aroma just hit me in the face, and she was making tamales. I remember we were putting tamales in our pockets, going outside in the cold,
What? Is this real?
eating these tamales. They're so warm and so hot, and it was so cold outside. And it always reminded me of that time because it was so cold outside, and Grandma was making tamales, and her food be smacking. So I definitely agree, Adi. Grandma's house, man, that's where it's at. Especially if you don't gotta pay nothing to get in there. That food's smacking.
Yeah, you can't complain about free food.
Yeah,
What about you, Sully? Sully has not talked at all.
I was eating.
The mukbang. If you guys like mukbangs, this is my first time ever even hearing about it because of Jamie. If you guys like what we cook and like just interested, we're keep doing these mukbangs because it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
That's fire.
it's pretty good. Yeah, but my favorite fast food when I was little, it used to be Popeyes, like ride or die for real, like every day. Because I loved it. Yeah. So
Really?
yeah.
In Chicago.
I was born in Chicago. We lived there till I was like 8 or 7 or whatever. So like we had like a little apartment above my uncle's house. But it was like literally apartments.
Was your dad with you guys?
Yeah. They only separated a long time ago, but
They separated in high school.
in high school, yeah.
Oh,
So
crap. That was recent.
yeah, it was recent.
Wow. I'm so
Fresh
sorry.
wounds.
I did not know that.
Fresh wounds.
High school?
Yeah.
What? I thought you were like a kid.
No.
Like sophomore, junior year, right?
Yeah,
Sophomore year.
probably maybe freshman year, I think. But
What?
yeah.
Learn new things
Yeah.
every day, guys.
Who knew food? We're gonna cut up some old wounds today.
Like, hold on, we're gonna press pause, guys. That's crazy.
No, but this is when my parents were together. So anyway, it's gonna even sound sad now. But anyway, my sister had like morning classes, so because she's a year younger than me, and so she would have morning classes in pre-K, And then I would have afternoon classes in kindergarten. So my dad would take me to school after he took my, like, you know what I'm talking about. He would take me to school.
She go first.
She goes first, and then I go second. So the whole morning I had like to chill with my dad.
Yeah.
So right next to our house there was a Popeyes and I had literally right next to each other. Like they were presiding buildings, like neighborhood.
Like walking distance?
Wait.
Not even just walking distance. It's like the asbestos house and this house.
Time out. It's crazy because her sister's favorite fast food is IHOP.
And I didn't know that.
That's
Popeyes.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hold up, we're gonna press pause again.
Wait, we have Axel in here. Axel,
Axel!
what's up, dude? What's up, man?
What's
I think
up?
he just left too, probably.
Yeah, but he can watch us over.
Wow, I did not. Emiliano's probably on here. Emiliano is probably.
What's up, everybody? There's 7 now. We can't see everybody,
God
but
bless
if
you
you are
guys.
here, just say hi.
Yes, say hi if you're here so we can know and we can talk with you and we can ask questions.
Yeah, this
That's
is
some
just
good
really
conversation,
true.
guys.
Yeah.
That's actually a fun conversation.
Yeah. So anyway, what was I saying?
So food.
IHOP was
How
right
close
by
are
our house.
Yeah. So literally, they're right close to each other. Like they are like the Taco Bell and KFC inside of each other, but just different buildings.
That's crazy.
So it was IHOP and Popeye. So my dad would usually take me to IHOP, like in the mornings, or he would take me like to get Popeye.
So wait, you were
sometimes.
being way more specific at first. You used to drop your sister off,
Yeah.
and then you was just you and your dad.
Yeah.
Would he do it every day, or like would it be a
Pretty
treat?
much like every week or something. Yeah.
Really?
Like a treat, and we would like color at IHOP, and it was so
Before
nice.
school?
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it was really cool. So he would teach me how to color. You know how like you like have to outline your drawing a little harder with the crayon. Anyway,
Smelling the restaurant doing that.
it was pretty good, and we would always eat the same thing every day. I always had French toast, hence why I love French toast now.
I love French toast.
Yeah.
Dude. French toast are fire.
Wait, out of the 3, what's your guys' favorite? French toast, pancakes, or waffles?
French toast.
French
bro.
toast, 100%.
Waffles and pancakes suck compared
Yeah.
to French
They're
toast.
not, you know, I love waffles. Like good
Hey,
Belgian
Nicole. Hey,
waffle.
Lynette.
You know, I feel like waffles get so tiresome. French toast, like I feel like they're so rich. Like you have to use extra ingredients for it. That's how good they are.
You do French toast. You do.
You know what I mean? I always saw them like you gotta use eggs because they're that good.
Yeah.
My dad's always make us French toast growing up. And when Sully said that about her story with her dad, I remember my dad with me, Juju, and Lito. Whoever woke up first on either Saturday morning or Sunday morning, my dad would always put these little frozen sausage links in the microwave and give us a piece of bread, and we just roll it
Are you
up.
serious?
Fire! And I remember I used to feel like the most luckiest kid alive. I'm like, man, thank God I woke up and Dad's gonna cook this for me. He would cook it for us and then go to work. Do you ever remember that, Juju?
Yeah, they still do that.
Is that why you guys woke up so early? You and Lito?
I don't know,
woke up
maybe
early?
Sully. Yeah, maybe. I just remember if I woke up on, man, I never thought of that, Sully.
Yeah.
I always thought if I wake up on time, me and Dad are gonna have some quality time. He's gonna cook for me. And you put him in the microwave and then put a legit loaf of bread, 2 loaves of bread, and we just curl up the sausages and eat them like that. That was fire.
That is
Yeah.
really
Never thought
cute.
about this one.
Yeah, wow.
Pretty good.
Adi said waffles all the way.
I know, right? I eat
Nice.
waffles all the way. I love waffles.
I like
great-
waffles too, but
Like, you know, when you, a great Belgian waffle. You guys know the big ones that you get at like restaurants or hotels that have complimentary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't
Those
get
are-
French toast and complimentary breakfast because they're too good.
You don't get French toast.
Because everywhere has a waffle maker,
Yeah.
and I get
Waffles
tired.
is
Everyone has a waffle maker because then they don't have to do it, and if you mess it up, then it's your fault.
Yeah,
My mom
True.
makes really good waffles, aka our mom.
yeah.
Dude, last time
He looked at me, my mom, and I was like, yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah, we all have the same mom.
That's funny.
She's my mother-in-law. I don't want anybody watching this to think that
Ooh,
she's
way
my
to press pause. Give us
biological
another
mom.
5 minutes, guys.
But
Yeah.
yeah, waffles. I love waffles.
French toast is still the best. I don't care.
They are, dude.
French toast.
Like at round the clock, if anyone goes to the 4 for 4, French. If you get pancakes or toast over French toast, my goodness, something's wrong with it. You're not paying for what you're getting for.
Yeah.
You want to get the French toast.
Super true. But yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. This all came from me talking about IHOP, but anyway, I don't know. Yeah.
Also,
I don't like Popeyes as much anymore, but anybody's curious.
Popeye's services suck.
Was it that bad when you were going up to the service?
No, it was
No,
beautiful.
really?
And if you go to Popeyes in Chicago, it's
You went
fire.
there?
Like when we went after me and Juju's engagement, we went to that Popeyes.
Yeah.
It was fuego. There's a different
I
like
forgot about that.
atmosphere and sensation when you go to Popeyes in Chicago. It's like they do it for you by
Yeah, I forgot
scratch,
about
and they
that.
just like I don't know, they kiss it or something.
I
They give it to you.
was mad that day too because I didn't get Popeyes. I got something else.
You got a hot dog and burger.
Yeah, dude, you're right.
You got a hot dog.
Why?
I don't know because it was Chicago and that place sucked.
It did suck.
The place that was attached to Popeyes was horrible.
Oh yeah,
Man.
that was so sad because Josh just finished his meal and he's like,
What the-
all looking sad.
that kid, that Popeye was fire. I remember that.
Everybody kept giving him some of his stuff.
Everybody
He's like, no,
always
no, I don't
scabbing
want it.
someone's food.
That's funny. Yeah.
But yeah, the Popeyes in Chicago, it's really good, fast service. But if you go to the one that's near our church, the one that's next to the old Kmart, they have horrible service. It literally takes about 30 to 40
It
minutes.
depends on the day you get there. Some
Yeah.
people are really nice and they give you like a bunch of extra stuff. But
It's good. It's a crazy experience every
Yeah.
time you go to Popeyes.
all right, what about pet peeves? Food pet peeves, things that you hate, things that are like, oh, if I see that, like I'll throw up, or like it's just really gross to me.
Yes, give us your pet peeves, guys, in the comments
Yeah,
section.
give us your pet peeves while we're talking about our pet peeves. But yeah, let's go first.
First one, when you order and your food comes out like in 5 minutes, I'm like, you obviously didn't cook this fresh. They
What?
do that all the time around the clock. You can order something, and about 5 minutes later, they bring it out as if they're just putting in the microwave or as if it was just standing on the shelf for someone to pick it up. And I'm like, dang, it's like that. So that's always been one of my big pet peeves, if you're way too quick. And of course, if you take too long. But if they bring it too quick, I feel like, okay, this has been sitting for a while and no one picked it up, so now you give me it because I ordered it. But that just gets me so mad. It gets me
Yeah.
so mad.
Yeah.
Because you know they didn't cook it fresh.
You know, Chick-fil-A though, real talk. Sometimes one time me and Sully went into like inside the dine. They gave us our food probably like 2 minutes after, and it was so fresh.
Yeah, no, I believe that. I had it from there too, actually, super quick.
Yeah.
I'm talking like a dine-in when you order like 4 different foods and it comes in one plate and they all come at the same time. It's all boiling hot. I'm like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
That sucks.
My thing that I hate the most, and Adi said it already, but I stinking hate ketchup with like all of my being. I've always hated it since I was young. I hate it so much. Like if I see it, like I just got over like picking up the bottle because like I would literally like have to go like this to pick up the bottle like this.
Yeah. Studio like this, guys.
But yeah, I hated it. It was so. I still hate it.
I don't
It's
like ketchup. I
disgusting.
don't like ketchup anymore.
And like I even did it on our first date. And I was like, hey, can you like move this for me? Like they put the cup of ketchup when I said I didn't even want it on my plate. And I was like, ew, like I couldn't even move it because it's so gross to me. I don't know why. So I asked him to move it.
So what happens if you grab it?
It's just gross. I washed my hands right
We should get a
after.
ketchup bottle right now
No,
just to see how this.
And
Yeah.
my siblings, like ever since I was young, they always like, oh my gosh, Sully, to mess with me. They're like, well, say they're gonna get the ketchup and like throw it on me when I'm sleepy.
So what happens if you bite in a burger and there's ketchup
I
in it?
hate it. It's like gross.
Would you
Like,
throw
when I
like
grow
that
up.
piece out? Like
No,
I throw the whole thing
sometimes
away.
because you guys know McDonald's, they're pretty heavy with their ketchup. They're pretty
Always.
generous with their
So
ketchup.
when I took a bite of it, I'm like, ugh, it's just horrible. I've been better. Like now, I'm like pretty better at it, but back then, it's just horrible. It's so disappointing. It's like whenever somebody gets your order wrong, especially for
yeah,
picky
always,
people,
for
like,
sure.
why you get my order wrong? I just said like no pickles, no anything, and you're gonna give me some pickles? Like don't. Just don't. I guess that's my pet peeve. Don't mess up my order. Don't do it.
Next time we go out, I'm putting ketchup all over your
I hate
plate.
ketchup so much.
Yeah.
And that scene in Hannah Montana, like the first episode where she's like just really nervous and she keeps hitting the
I
ketchup
remember
thing.
that.
And
It's
she's
coming out.
like, oh, he's like, oh, are you okay, Hannah?
It's
or
a
like Miley.
moisturizer.
Yeah, she's like, oh, it's lotion, it's moisturizer.
Yeah,
That
so
part wants to make me
That's
throw up.
disgusting.
It's
That
so
is
gross.
disgusting.
But yeah, what about you?
You know, I think one of my biggest pet peeves
Disgusting.
is,
Can't even
oh,
get over it.
wait, to go back, I do like ketchup and mayo combined. I ate those with my tostones, your plantains, fried plantains.
Fire.
Those are so good. But I think one of my biggest pet peeves is when people slap their lips when they're eating. So it's just like.
But he used to do that growing up.
Nicole said that she doesn't like mayo. So you said you
What?
like it?
I love mayo. Mayo is one of my favorite condiments. Mayo and ranch.
I never liked mayo until Ginger, to be honest.
Oh,
I
wow.
hated mayo.
I put mayo.
But I only do it like on my burgers or like tuna. I love mayo with tuna, of course. But yeah, I never cared for mayo.
I think isn't that the only way you can make tuna?
I just eat it dry.
Ew.
It's gross like that. Like it gets stuck in your throat.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
But,
disgusting.
I thought mayo was gross, and I still think it's kind of gross. But when you put it on your burger, it tastes different.
It's
I guess.
so good on a burger. If you guys not like mayo on our camping trip this year, remember guys, it's gonna be 3 days, 2 nights. Joshua Miranda might be there.
He might be there.
Our
Who knows?
guest of the day might be there. But when we go camping, I will put mayo on some of your guys' burgers without you guys even noticing.
No.
You guys are gonna love it. Well, Sully loves mayo.
I don't love mayo. I
She does.
tolerate
She
it.
does. Sometimes Sully asks me to put mayo on her burgers.
Ginger.
I don't like condiments. It's just such a weird thing to me. Like I won't put mayo on my own burger, even though like I'm like, oh, it tastes a little good with it. So I asked him to do it. I don't know why. Like I literally cannot do it for myself. I don't know.
Is mayo egg based?
It is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so
That's
mayo
so
is
gross.
just it's
It's
just
gross.
all egg
Egg
and
and
olive
oil.
oil.
Really?
And you
Is
just
it the
keep
white
stirring
part of the yolk or the protein part?
I think it's all.
Claudia
oil,
knows
though.
how to make
It's
mayo
every
from
part of the
scratch.
egg.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Claudia's crazy. Of course she does.
Claudia knows how to do everything.
So I'm assuming it's a white part of the egg.
No, but they put the entire egg in there.
Oh, for real?
I saw someone do it sometimes.
Wait,
Sometimes
do
they
you
have a
cook the
blender.
egg or do you just open it and throw it in and then make it from that? It can't
I
be
don't
raw eggs.
know.
There's no way.
I don't know now.
Yeah, I don't know. It has to be raw eggs.
Really? 'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like if you do that, then there's the possibility of getting salmonella.
Yeah. Salmonella.
Salmonella, thank you.
Yeah. Well, Nia says, is that Nia? Who said that?
We're gonna pull up the comments right now on Josh's
Yeah,
phone.
Nia said that she hates pickles. Like one time she ordered a spicy chicken sandwich from
I
Popeyes and
love
it had pickles on it.
Yeah.
And so she like decided to take them off, or somebody told her to take them off. But she can still taste the pickles. And I
Yeah,
totally
that's good pickles.
understand.
You can keep tasting it.
I hate pickles on my stuff. I hate pickles as well.
I used to hate pickles, but I love them now. I don't know how, maybe because of Kayla. Kayla loves them.
Mhm.
No offense, my wife is white, but I feel like all white people love pickles. Like to the point where they eat like a dill pickle, they just pull it out their pocket. They just start eating that bad boy. But Kayla loves dill pickles. I feel like a lot of my white friends love dill pickles. I don't know why.
You guys know I love dill
You gotta
pickle
learn.
chips though.
Yeah, Judy does love that stuff.
Yeah, that's nasty. I said something too. What did I say? Good one, raising the value. You can't find the chat. It's because it's not on the app. All right, let's see what Adi said.
Holy smokes.
Adi said, I promise you, if you put ketchup on my burger, I would never let. What? I would never talk to you again. That's what she
She
said.
doesn't like ketchup either. Then?
No,
Or just-
she
I won't
hates
put ketchup on your burger, Adi, in the camping. I'll put mayo on it though.
That's how we bond, me and Adi. Bond over hating ketchup. I hate ketchup so much.
Ketchup's fine. Well, I like it with my French fries, sometimes with my hot dogs, sometimes with my burgers. But
Then you don't hate ketchup?
no, I don't hate it. No, I don't
Oh,
hate
yeah.
it. I said I don't love it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't love it, but I mean, I do like it with my fries sometimes, or my burgers or hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I never really hated it.
Yeah, they put ketchup on stuff. I see it. And Rosie's eating ketchup like she's a baby. And they just like, dip your fries in your ketchup. And I'm like, ew, don't make
All
her
kids
do it.
eat ketchup growing
No.
up. I'm pretty sure Sully did too.
I did not.
She
I
probably
could
had a
swear
bad
up and down.
experience that she doesn't remember.
People always swear
And
this.
it's just like happened in her mind, don't ever do it again. And she doesn't know how or when, but it probably.
I don't know if it's like I have like a slight OCD about it, but I think anything that makes like you messy at all,
Yeah.
I don't like. That's why I don't like barbecue. Food.
You know, like barbecue sauce?
No, I don't like the barbecue sauce. No, and I don't like the
Barbecue-
food either.
Yeah, we gotta grab your hands. and
Yeah,
eat
it's
like
just messy.
carnivore.
I'm like,
I
oh
love
no.
barbecue.
I love barbecue. If you do not like barbecue, you're not American. I love barbecue.
Barbecue is probably one of the few foods out there that are not that hard to cook, but they're so expensive when you go to places and they charge for barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they charge so much for barbecue.
They
It's
do.
so
Yeah.
good. And then that hard to cook it.
I feel like it's because of the quality of meat. Like when you go
Yeah,
out, you want to
maybe.
buy a more high quality meat, so
Mhm.
it tastes better. And then barbecue, they always have to like, like what is it? Marinate it for days and then
Yeah.
cook it for days. So it's not hard. It's just sitting waiting.
Yeah,
smoking it
exactly.
and stuff.
But I can see though too for barbecue they use a lot of prime ribs, a lot of the expensive part of the cow, so that's probably why it's expensive.
Yeah.
Addie said that she hates the feeling of being sticky. She doesn't like soup.
Yeah, it's gross.
So what about B-dubs?
Oh yeah.
I stay getting sticky at B-dubs, and it's all right because they got those little hand wipes.
They got the little hand wipes.
Yeah, I hate getting sticky too, but I mean I'll do it because it's so good.
That's any barbecue or any like wings place.
I don't like wings either.
Yes, that's makes sense, Sully.
Yeah,
Makes sense. What about corn on the cob? I
that's
know
good.
you like.
You got the little sticks to eat the corn of the cobs. Yeah. I don't like elotes though, because that's
I love
gross.
elotes. Dude, I remember, Dude just loves those. I think for his party he wanted that, and there's like was that your party where there's like a little elote
Yeah,
bar?
it was.
I forgot
That
where.
was, because I remember like, oh, Judah wanted this sweet, we would eat this. Or it was like on a Sunday.
Mhm.
It was fire.
It was really good. I think it was an elote bar for something.
I'm trying to think about anything else. Like, you like chips, you get
I like
dirty with
chips.
those.
No, you don't.
You gotta keep grabbing them.
It's dry rub though.
Yeah,
Like,
but your hands still
no,
get
oh
nasty.
yeah, that's a good point. Juju eats his stinking chips with Valentina, okay? He
Yes.
just gets the Doritos and he just dips it with Valentina.
Wait,
No.
a lot of the kids from the Spanish team eat a lot of Valentina. So they said they get the extra hot Valentina.
Spanish.
So Nicole and Emiliano, if you're watching right now, they know that it's all about the Valentina. Does anyone else like eat their stuff with Valentina? Your wings, your Doritos?
When we were in 5441, I used to love it. It's a bunch of Juju. I haven't ate it for a while ever since, but Juju started bringing it back out, and I like it again, but not to the point like you do. But I remember at 54, bro, I felt like I was the only one that ate that stuff. But it's funny because Juju likes it now.
Yeah, Valentina, for those who don't know, it's a hot sauce, a Mexican hot sauce. It's literally so good.
It's
the best
literally
hot sauce.
so gross.
It's
Like,
literally from Mexico.
yeah.
It originated from Mexico.
I don't like it. You guys don't like Mexican candy, you know? You're like, oh, ooh, try this candy. You know, all your Mexican friends. And it's like the watermelon encased in the chile.
Actually, I like this.
It
song.
tastes like that. But Juju does it to the point where I told him he has to eat the chips in like a baggie so it doesn't stain our cups, it doesn't stain our plates. And
Yeah,
he
that's all
always
stains.
eats it. He eats it and it stains his hands. And I hate it because it's just like all the three fingers right here.
You
that
know why it
used to eat.
stains? I think I know why it stains. There's a lot of vinegar in it, and vinegar is very basic. And so it starts to not eat, but it sort of, I don't know if it oxidizes on your, whatever you have it in. Because I was like, why does hot sauce always stain everything?
Yeah.
There's a lot of vinegar in hot sauce. A lot of vinegar. And I think that's why. But I remember at 5441, we had at least 5 to 10 bowls of stained hot sauce. Oh my god. Remember that, Juju?
Yeah, ew.
Everything was stained in that
I
house, but
hate
everyone
that.
loved hot sauce.
I hate when a bowl is stained by hot
I
sauce.
know, I hate that, bro.
It is pretty gross. Somebody said something, what they say.
Nicole said, "What is your guys' favorite Mexican food?"
Mm.
I'm glad you asked that. Who asked that? Nicole, good question. Tortas are the best. I love those.
Oh, that's
Oh, I love
Those
tortas too,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's talk now tortas. Yeah.
Tortas.
We're fire.
Yes. Juju eats the basic stuff at a Mexican restaurant. Tell them what you eat, babe. Tell them.
What do I eat?
Nachos and burritos. That's what
A
he
boy like Kayla. Kayla loves those burritos.
Yeah, I do. But I think my favorite thing is a flauta.
eats. A
Oh my
flauta.
goodness.
You can't order that at a Mexican
No, but like
restaurant.
Mexican food.
Flautas.
The flautas. I love those. I love them,
Those are
especially
good.
with some sour cream. Oh my goodness, I douse it in sour cream.
I like it.
Literally drench it. It is so good.
I'm trying to think. Oh, like another thing that's good in Mexican restaurant. Well, nachos are fire. Mexican
Nachos are
restaurants.
really good. at Mexican restaurants.
What else is good? You guys know what burrito suizo is?
No,
It's a
is it?
burrito with
cheese on top. That's why I was talking solely.
Covers the
Oh
whole
my
thing.
goodness.
so
They
good.
put Chihuahua cheese on it, I think.
Nigga, whatever. Man, that sounds fire. But I always like the traditional place too. We have the rice and the beans, and they have the meats on the side, and they give you like a thing of tortillas. You just go to town any way you like, and it's pretty fire.
It's
But
so good.
so you like tortas?
Love tortas.
That's tight, dude.
It's
I
the
know
only thing
that.
I eat out there.
It's so
Out there in the
good.
Mexican restaurants. Yeah, and horchatas, like I have to get those. Like I could chug a whole thing.
I don't like horchata.
But it has to be
love
good. Like I'm
horchata.
very specific about them.
Yeah, because some of them can be really watery.
Yeah, some of them are
Oh,
trash.
hate
Like I
them.
know you mixed it with the powder. You know,
Yeah.
like,
You know
don't
who's
look
mixed
at
with the
that.
powder? Alexei. Alizé.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she work at a Mexican restaurant?
I don't know, but she used to always make it with the powder.
Well, some
She thought it
powders
was
are
fire.
good.
Everyone thought it was fire though. I know everyone thought they were like, what is this? She said, it's just a powder. Adi said, my tia always eats the Aldi potato chips with Valentina. Yeah. You talking about mom? Are you talking about Pastor
No.
Sunny?
That's 100% your mom.
Yeah,
And you know her.
Yeah, that mom is huge on her chips and hot sauce. She's so cute.
Do you guys not eat chips with hot sauce?
I got a good hot sauce. Heine's.
Oh, that's really good.
I'm gone. The hot sauce is fire. Heine's hot sauce. Eat that with some fried chicken from Van Til's. My God. Some Tyson's fried chicken. You guys know Tyson's?
Mike Tyson?
No.
Yeah,
Tyson's from like Van Til's.
Yeah, that boy's smacking. Van Til's has the best chicken, I think. Honestly,
Fire.
Van Til's has the best fried chicken because it's so greasy and it's so crunchy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
The one by your house?
good. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, it's so
The one
good.
we always get at parties?
No, the ones we always get at parties is Food for Less. I think.
That one's good.
Food Plus is fire
is
too, though.
Mhm.
I love Food
fire.
Plus.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Let's go back to solo like a torta.
I love tortas, okay? I don't get them with sour cream though.
Oh, I wouldn't do that either.
But just because it
Oh,
likes
people
to,
eat with sour cream?
yeah, it goes, it comes with
tastes
it.
amazing.
I
with it.
never get it with
sour
cream.
cream
I hate sour
and
cream.
guac.
Yeah, the
You guys do
guacamole is
get
good.
sour cream.
You
No,
know,
I don't.
yeah.
I hate sour cream, bro.
You don't? I thought you loved sour cream.
I hate it, but I hate it, but I'll eat it with the flautas with salsa.
It's heavily needed with.
We used to make Juju think sour cream was ice cream when he was a kid and he used to eat it. Oh, it was the cutest thing ever. I don't know how he never noticed. We would get him every time. He would taste it and he'd keep eating it. And then he would notice it wasn't ice cream, spit it out, whatever, after so many bites. But then some other weeks later, we said the same thing and he did it again.
Are you serious?
It's so cute.
Wow.
Maybe he was just being adorable. I don't know. But he would eat sour cream thinking it was ice cream.
What? Theo Crino's making flautas right now.
Send us a picture, Theo.
Hey, send us a picture to the group chat, Adi, so we can see that.
Can you
That sounds
even send
amazing.
pictures? I don't think so.
No, I think you can send it to the youth group chat though.
Oh, yeah.
What is your phone doing?
It always does that.
How do you get it to stop?
I don't know.
Let's get a little quick, guys.
Yeah. Hey, what else did you? You got a little
I like
Jesus in there, little sprinkles.
Yeah, we're heading towards the end of this actually.
Yeah.
5-10
yeah.
minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a great job compared to our test run.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a little setup for you guys. We did all nice. We had some visitors. It's good.
I'm glad I came on. I ain't gonna lie, I felt stupid as heck when I went at first. But after you start treating it like friends and family and forgetting that we're being watched by the world, I felt pretty good about it. Because I love food, I love conversating.
Yeah. Next we'll have Kayla and conspiracy theories.
Yeah, the next one is
Kayla is the cutest with that
conspiracy
stuff.
theories. That could be the next conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Guys, before we end the food conversation and talk a little bit about Jesus, do you guys have any questions?
Any questions? Any comments about food? Why are we so particular about food and other things?
We told you guys
like
our favorite Mexican food, our favorite fast food. So
Yeah.
what is your favorite fast? I don't think you ever.
Oh, I like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
That's considered. I would pick Chick-fil-A if I knew that was a fast food. I don't consider that fast food. Let me just say something really quick. When I think of fast food, I think about McDonald's, Burger King, White Castles, Taco Bell. That's it, I think. Wendy's, thank
Yeah.
you. The obvious ones. Chick-fil-A, too good.
Well, I feel like there's different tiers. Like me and Juju always do like,
For
okay,
sure.
give me your
Yeah, I can do
low
that.
end fast food favorites, then give me your high end fast food favorites. So that includes like Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Panera, like high end.
That's a high end
Yeah.
tier.
And then like
You
I'm
gotta be
hungry.
specific. So low end or high end?
All of the fast food. What is your favorite? Like my low end fast food favorite is hands down McDonald's. McDonald's is the best fast food ever. It gets a lot of garbage thrown at it, but it's really good. They have the best fries and chicken nuggets, and everyone knows that. If you do not know that,
The chicken nuggets are amazing.
yeah,
bro.
the chicken nuggets there are amazing.
One more thing. I remember my old job. Judy was like, yeah, I'm going to bring some food over. He brought McDonald's over. I'm like, oh, sweet. He brings out a 10-piece chicken nugget. He brings two of them. He brings two of them out. A 10-piece and a 10-piece. And I'm like, oh, sweet. And then he brings 2 more out. So we got, was it a 20 piece
Yeah,
each?
yeah, 20 pieces.
We had 20 piece each and a large fry. And I was so excited. I ate that whole thing. He ate the whole thing. It was awesome. That was just a blast. I remember him bringing them out, and I thought I was going to have 10. He's going to have 10. This dude brought out 20 more. And I just felt so good about myself. Such a good time.
It's so good.
Such a good time.
Well,
But favorite fast food, lightning round, Sully's Chick-fil-A, mine is Chick-fil-A, Josh, where's yours?
Chick-fil-A.
Everyone says Chick-fil-A.
Maybe, I don't know.
and then low end McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah, low end
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Chipotle.
McDonald's is so good.
McDonald's. I didn't like McDonald's until he told me about how much he liked it. I used to like McDonald's just like everyone else, and I started thinking it was garbage. And then Juju started raving about it, and then I started raving about it. Juju always loved McDonald's.
Yeah. That's
What? The chicken nuggets from McDonald's is nasty.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Adi.
Adi, what's going on?
Adi, what chicken nuggets do you eat?
She's like the one from school.
The chicken nuggets from school are kind of decent.
No, the chicken
always
nuggets from
decent.
school are
I
disgusting.
love that.
No, one time in elementary school, my parents visited me for lunch, and we had chicken nuggets, and I said, I don't like these chicken nuggets. Oh, it's not that bad. They ate it, and they hated it.
Really?
They said it was disgusting. I never was force fed again. Disgusting.
That's crazy. You know what's really good from school? Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Burger King.
Fire.
Pizza gets
Adi
chicken
says his
nuggets.
favorite chicken nuggets
Oh,
is Burger
bro.
King. Burger King is nasty.
Adi,
Adi.
I'm
They're
so sorry. That was
They're
nasty.
$1 for a reason, Adi.
$1 for 8.
Man, seriously. No, that's cute. That's tight.
That's cute.
And Rosie likes those too, Adi. I'm just joking, Adi.
Adi, thank you for being so persistent with your comments.
Yes,
we like
very
it.
active. We love it. And Mia, you're active, but I don't know where you went.
Nia, where'd you go, bud?
Where'd you go? Did you go get us a ring light? 'Cause that'd be great.
Nia, are you still there?
There's a few people in there.
Yeah, I know.
I got a Burger King when I got $1. Oh, just joking, Adi.
Yeah,
Oh.
we respect your choices.
For sure.
You know,
We
but
don't
one
agree.
quick thing though, before we end this food conversation, you know who has the best like dollar menu burgers?
Let me think about this.
They're at least $1 or $2. Best $1 or $2 burgers from a fast food. You guys
Oh,
can think about it.
Wendy's, bro. Wendy's are fire, those burgers.
I'm saying
Choose the
McDonald's.
Oh my
hate
A McDouble from McDonald's.
That's not
is
$1 no
everything.
more,
It's
bro.
about $2. That's just
Oh, yeah,
$1
okay,
for $2.
I feel like last time I had that, it was not as good. But I used to eat them all the time when I was a freshman. We used to go to the one in Whiting. Dude, we used to put the double cheeseburger with the chicken sandwich.
Oh,
McBangers.
a McBanger.
Wow. Those are fire. You know about those, man. The McDonald's and Whiting, man, used to make the best sandwiches ever.
Adi said I take my answer back. Wendy's chicken nuggets with the Frosties are the best.
Okay, I can go with that one more, Adi.
I can say that's good, Adi. You know, Adi, when we were growing up, your mom would always get the Frosties with the fries for us.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I think she introduced it to us, to be honest. Oh
She's
my
so
goodness, I
cute.
never went back ever since I found out how Frosties and fries, aka ice cream and fries,
Frosties
it's
are
so good.
fire, man. Kayla loves Frosties too. She's so cute.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
But my favorite $1 to $2 hamburgers or cheeseburgers is a McDouble. What about you guys?
I'll do the same thing. My mom used to give me some after school.
Still decided.
I promise I used to love those, but I feel like they changed the recipe dirty. But I don't know. Like I'm going with the rodeo burger from Burger King.
Ew! I hate Burger King to the $1. Burger King's burgers are only good when it's a Whopper. Their Whoppers on another level. That is
I like their
prestige.
burgers. I feel
The
like
burgers aren't bad.
yeah, they're not bad. I feel like a lot of dollar burgers that you get for what you paid for, but the only ones I really do love is Wendy's $1 burgers. Those are so good. They make them old fashioned still.
4 for 4 kind of
They're
burgers.
so gutsy. They're
Yes.
little buns and a little.
From-
They're all
McDonald's?
small. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all squished.
Small,
I love that. That's what I always love about too.
So
Bro.
good.
I gotta try one. Maybe they are good.
Dude,
still.
I promise you try it. Because you know, McDonald's always has that taste to it. Even their coffee has the same taste.
Yeah.
I don't know if they make it in the same grease, but everything has the
It's
same
kind of
taste.
nasty. Yeah,
You walk
great.
in and you smell that taste. And I know exactly what you mean,
Everyone
bro.
knows that taste.
Yeah.
You can taste the napkins and it tastes like that. Everything tastes
Yeah,
like
I used to hate how the plastic from the McDonald's toys and the like grease
Oh,
would smell. Like that's my
Yes.
worst smell ever because like you go into like my aunt's cars back in the day and they would just smell like little kids' toys and like
That's
fried
crazy.
grease.
Yeah,
disgusting.
I remember because I used to bite the plastic off, and you can like taste and smell that plastic and toy grease
Yeah.
smell. Oh my god, I
It was
remember
awful.
that.
Awful. But I mean the toys were nice.
They were nice and excited as hell.
Yeah.
All right, one before we end off, Adi said, laugh aloud. She used to eat those a lot when she was pregnant with me. She would eat
Oh.
that a lot. The fries and the Frosties.
Oh, for real?
Fine.
She just had.
Good.
All right, guys. Before we end, all right, we're officially towards the end of the food conversation, and we have a couple more minutes to talk about Jesus. Because again, our podcast is just about everything. When we talk about Jesus, that's always on Friday, and we're going to talk about Jesus throughout some of our podcasts.
Because that's life.
That's life. Literally, we want to talk about the spiritual part of life as well as the Jesus part of life, and just everyday life things. So what we eat, what we watch, Netflix, binging, or whatever it is. We want to talk about literally everything, and we want to cap it off with talking about some God.
Yeah.
But before we end this conversation and end to the end part of our podcast, do you guys have any suggestions, anything you want to talk about before the food or anything? Just write down in the comments right now.
And any suggestions? I know Jamie said he had a lot of suggestions, but he only gave us the mukbang.
How do you say
So
it?
mukbang. It's Korean, but I don't know how to say it in Korean. But people like on mukbangs, they would have the whole table full of like plates, like 20 plates, and it's just one person.
I
That's
think
awesome.
someone
Yeah.
said
That's so
a
awesome.
suggestion is that we should cook next time live.
Oh, you can do that.
Kayla and Sully, they stay talking about making videos of cooking and all
Yeah.
that, so that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, we do.
Always.
Always, yeah. I think that's pretty good.
All right. I think the food conversation is over,
Oh man.
Oh, dang.
and then we're gonna end it off with some Jesus. So
So
Sully,
what?
take the handle.
You're so funny.
You're so funny.
Anyway, yeah, sure. I'm gonna talk from food bread to daily bread, amen. But yeah, we're just gonna talk like just about random stuff. I don't know what Juju just really just threw this at me.
I'm joking. All right, you guys know what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about Easter, guys.
Oh, good.
And so we're gonna go a little deep into it and tell you guys what we're doing for Easter and just what has God has been telling us. You know, like something that me and Sully talked about today, and we're keeping this like just a discussion. We're not going straight into biblical. Of course, it is from a biblical foundation, but like what we talked about today, me and Sully, is just like constantly having that place in your heart where you're in remembrance about what Jesus has done. So like taking daily communion. So like communion is like, you know, when people take communion, it's breaking. We have the little bread and the little grape juice, like wine, but it's not wine.
Yeah.
But it's just like a thing to remember Jesus for what he's done for us. So guys, definitely throughout this week, we just encourage you guys to just like really think about what Jesus has done for us. I know throughout many talks with you guys, we talked about the whole persecution of Jesus, so how much people hated Jesus and how like they ripped his beard off, they put a crown of thorns upon his head, they put a bag over his face, and they began to punch him and beat him senseless. And there's these things that went down throughout the process of him going to the cross, and it was all for us. So guys, throughout this week, just put that in remembrance that, man, Jesus has done so much. Like, he loves me so much.
Amen.
And like, even it ties in with last Friday when we said, you know, Jesus is here for us. Like, above everyone else in the crowd, individually, he is here for you. So when he died on the cross, it was for you. Whether you want the relationship or not, he's still pursuing you.
Yeah.
Whether you know about him, he's still loving on you. Even if you don't want a relationship with him, he still does want a relationship with you. He's still searching for you. Even when you're not searching, even when you're not reading your Bible, even when you're not praying or whatever it may be with you communicating with Jesus, he's still pursuing you and he's still loving on you and he still wants a relationship. And the cross was a representation of how far his love would go for you. Have you, like, when you guys see those like love stories, they're like, they get in a fight at the end and then the guy's like, you know what? The girl gets on the plane and the guy's like, I have to go on the plane to catch her. Every love story has this scene where one party is running away from the other, and somehow the guy's chasing after the girl, or somehow the girl's chasing after the guy. And this scene in our life, it's just like sometimes we shy away from the cross. Sometimes we just live life and forget about Jesus. And God's like, you know what? I love you. I'm chasing after you. Even if you don't want a relationship with me, I'll always chase after you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Yeah, I thought the same thing, like with people that you guys are like praying for to be saved, or like your parents' relationships. Ooh, sorry. Or anything like that. Like Jesus died on the cross even then, like knowing that they still have a decision to make whether or not they choose him. He still chose to die on the cross for them. So just remind yourself about that too when you pray for people, when you feel like some things are hopeless, like with your family members not really coming to Jesus or anything like that. Like Jesus still died for them, so there's always hope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just tomorrow we'll probably talk more about Easter and talk about just God. But like guys, right now, we encourage you guys to just like sit down and really think about what God has done for you, and just really like see His love for you, because His love goes beyond any love that someone has for you on this earth. Like He truly does love you, and He's here for you. Like He chooses you above anyone else, and like He chooses you individually, and God loves you.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. You got anything to say about that, Josh?
I like when Zoe said when we look at others and we want to bring people to Christ, and it reminds me of myself. When we see people that we want to get saved, whether it's family, mom, dad, brothers and sisters, we sometimes look at it as a hopeless situation. But in reality, we should remind ourselves how much we were in a hopeless situation before Christ got us.
Yeah.
And if Christ can save us, He can save anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And if He died for someone like me, I mean, imagine how much He can die for everyone else that were worse than me or not as worse as me. And I think that a lot of us, we tend to forget where we came from. So when we see that we want God to do something in a loved one's life, it seems impossible. But at the same time, it was almost impossible for you to get saved or for me to get saved. But if He can do it with us, He can do it with anyone. And definitely just reminisce on the good things that God has done, because it's so easily we get so used to life and we forget about the good things that God has done for us. And He's legit done so much for us. And for myself as well, I can easily forget everything that God's done for me. So just reminisce on the goodness of God and just what He's done for you, because it's so good. And there's really no start or end from what He's done for my life. I can't fathom about all the great things He's done for me. So that's really good. Amen.
That is really good. Yeah, and Adi, we love your comment. I'm just going to read it out loud for everybody to hear. Adi said, the other day I had decided to read my Bible, and I just flipped to a random page, and it was Psalms. And I was praying for God to show me patience. And I randomly read Psalms 26:14, and I just felt peace. Psalms 26:14, wait for the Lord, be strong, and take heart, and wait for the Lord.
What?
So
awesome.
that's really good.
Patience.
Yes, patience.
Good.
And it shows that you're searching through and finding God. And that's just the way that Holy Spirit talks to us. Like God speaks to us through His word. Like it's His word, His voice is in there. So when you do it, like that's just the Lord talking to you. He knows that whatever we have going through, no matter if we know how to read our Bible yet or not, like He sees that you're trying. So He's going to speak to you regardless, because you're searching for His voice. And it says, knock and He shall answer. Seek and you shall find. So that is so good, Adi, and just keep on with that scripture. It gives you peace, then let it give you peace. Sometimes our spirit knows things that our mind not know yet.
Yeah.
So I think that's super good.
That's awesome, Adi.
Super good.
Job,
Yes.
Adi.
Woo!
You're boss.
Yes. And if anybody else has anything else, you can put it in the comments or just type to us and text us personally about ways God's encouraging you outside of the youth group and outside of church. And that'll be super encouraging to us as much as it's alleviating to you. And it shows that you are also encouraging other people by just sharing what you've been through. It's a testimony, no matter what. So, yeah.
Amen.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
But guys, we love you guys. We literally are having a blast doing these podcasts. You know, something I didn't want to do today, to be honest, because I was pretty tired and I just busy. And so it's like, let's just do it. It'll be fun. And it is super fun. I love communicating with you guys. I love talking with you guys. And like, it's just such a blast talking with you guys. And we really do miss you guys. And this is such a great opportunity to just communicate and have a great day with you guys.
Yeah.
But with that being said,
we just want to say thanks to Josh for joining us today.
Yes, definitely, guys.
Woo! Yeah.
I guess I was a little nerve-wracking at first. Like I don't ever go on live, but it was a good time.
Yeah.
Good conversation. I wouldn't have known that Sully likes some good food. I wouldn't have known that Adi likes chicken nuggets from Burger King. But seriously, guys, good chat, and thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Yeah.
How Learn Part 2 over here.
Oh
right,
my
guys?
Yeah, so we love you guys, and thank you for everybody that joined us, and thank you for everything else.
Yeah, remember, we are meeting tomorrow. It will not be on YouTube. It will be on Zoom, so we can see y'all faces.
Zoom.
Man.
Yes, at
Nice.
7 o'clock. We'll send a link later. Yes, but we love you guys. We'll see you later, and this has been Y.O.U.T.H Hot Takes.
Y.O.U.T.H Hot Takes.
Yeah.
You thought
Live from home.
Live from home.
Love you guys. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Love you guys. Love you guys.